All right, that's cut immediately.
Hey everyone, this is another episode of ThereØF, episode 8, I believe.
Yep. Good job.
We're your host. I'm Joe.
I'm Javal.
I'm Troy.
Boys, how we doing?
Pretty
Doing
good.
Great. Doing great.
Pretty good. It's raining.
It is.
Yeah.
It was spitting there for a minute.
Yeah.
But the only thing I hate about wearing hats is I have an itch.
Mm-hmm.
I can't itch it.
Well, you take it off and then you scratch.
Yeah, but then I gotta take the headphones off and it's just,
then you stop complaining about
Lazy.
yeah.
Lazy.
So you guys, how was your guys' week? How was Thanksgiving?
it. Thanksgiving was good. Great food.
I'm still eating turkey.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. Pies. I'm so sweet. Sweets out.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah. Pies from Hartville.
What's that? Is that pretty good?
Yeah.
They have a bakery up there. It's like Boston Bakery or something like that.
Not familiar with that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Pretty good though.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. I'm a
Nice.
cheesecake guy. So.
Yeah.
I love cheesecake.
I like
yeah.
apple pie.
Yeah, apple pie is my jam.
Apple
Pumpkin pie.
Apple pie cheesecake.
No, just apple pie.
That would be. Never mind. No.
Preferably.
No.
No. I was like,
That might be good.
I thought about it
Like
for
an
a
apple
second.
crisp.
Yeah.
Apple crisp cheesecake.
Yeah.
How much does that cost?
I don't even know if it's a thing. But
It can always be a thing.
Yeah.
But there's probably a reason why it's not a big thing.
I don't know. It could be a thing. I don't know.
I like cherry pie too, though.
Cherry pie is pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not a pie
fan
guy.
of
Yeah.
cherry pie. Really.
I'm not a pie guy. I don't like sweets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like ho-hos.
I like hoes. I
I'm
like
gonna
hoes
leave
too.
that right there.
So with that being said, we have merch up. Little update on the merch. We will, Troy.
This is an old sample though.
The link.
It's
Take it
actually
away.
higher up. It's a little better.
Take it away.
This is an OG sample that. Remember when we said that? It's complicated. We have a lot going on. Have to get samples, check it, revise all of that stuff.
Yeah.
This is an old revision that's never gonna actually
it's
be
more-
released.
It's up higher now, so.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that we had to go through and do every single shirt, so.
I like it.
Yep.
Which is a headache. But,
Welcome to doing merch.
Yeah, welcome. But so just an update, we have holiday shirts coming up. The whole month of December we'll have 3 special holiday shirts. It's the lack thereof with a jellyfish. Then there's another one with a tree. There's another one with a snowman. And I'm pretty sure Troy will put them all up.
Yep.
The merch that is up right now will be taken down the last day of November, and the Christmas shirts will be up starting when this podcast is aired, Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if we talked about that. I thought we talked about it, but
Well, what day is Tuesday?
Tuesday is the 28th.
Yeah.
So you'll have. This will come out. You'll have one day to get merch. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's whatever. But I'm pretty sure we'll probably rotate them back in at some point. But like we said, they're limited runs. We're gonna try and switch them up every month.
I mean, the only ones that are going away are the beer logo and the allegedly shirt. So
and the other lack thereof shirt.
The original
Actually,
one.
that one.
yeah, the one with the jellyfish will stay.
The one. With
Yeah.
Yep.
Just the lettering will go.
Yep. So if you guys want your shirts, go grab them real quick. There's hoodies, cups, hats, stickers, buttons, whatever.
Yep.
So that's just a little update.
Holiday spirit.
Yeah.
What we should do is we should put a short out as well, and release that like tomorrow to say, hey, last chance to get merch. So
Can do. Guys, we appreciate all the feedback. We're getting a lot of comments, a lot of likes, a lot of views. I mean, it's unreal. So we want to thank you guys, and we greatly appreciate all the support. Remember to share Subscribe on YouTube. It's a free way to support the channel.
It does help.
Yeah, all of it helps. I mean, like I said, we're not looking to get fucking rich off this. We just do it for fun. So we just want to share it with you guys. With that being said, let's jump into some content. You guys got anything? I know you guys got some papers.
Yeah,
I
you
got plenty,
guys hear about the twins that was born with old age? They came out looking like they're like 30 years old.
Like Benjamin Buttons.
Yeah, the Benjamin Buttons.
That's a good movie.
I've seen it. It's a good movie.
But no.
Yeah, this was in Oregon. You might be able to Google it, pull it up.
Whoops, hold on. I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. Yeah, go on. Keep talking about it.
Yeah, so it's in Oregon. Two twins. They look 30 years old. Like they really look like they.
like their face. They're not.
Like
I mean,
they
they're not.
just-
They don't have the body of a 30-year-old, but
But their facial appearance, yeah.
yeah,
Like they just skipped puberty. Said, hey, Mom.
that's crazy. They come out with like beards and stuff, or what?
Nah, no beards.
Oh,
Excuse the excess
I mean-
noise. We have all the kids here today. So
Yeah, my kids are here, so they might break the door down. Literally.
I just got that image of toddlers just smashing the door down.
I don't know what that Benjamin Button disease.
I don't know if that's actually what it is.
Yeah, I don't think that's actually what it is. But if you
Joey,
Google
we're gonna work on your Googling skills.
twins
Twins
that
born
came
with-
out looking 30 years old in Oregon.
Twins.
Oregon's a state, right?
Yes, Oregon is a state.
Double check.
It's in the Northwest. It's above
Yeah, there's
California,
There's only
below
one.
Washington.
There's only one Oregon, so
Like the Oregon Trail, you know?
yeah. Remember the game,
I remember the game.
the original game,
Yeah.
on the old ass computers.
Yep.
And it was super
I remember the original game.
That was the what? The
You're
first-
dead.
Played that in school. Yep.
That was the first Apple computer.
A lot of dysentery.
You only last.
No, I don't think that was the first Apple computer.
Yeah, I remember.
That was the
playing
first Apple like PC, like public.
That game lasted forever. Like it seemed like it just lasted forever.
No, that was the best time in school. Was when you got to play on the computer.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is anything.
Too bad you couldn't hack anything back then.
They don't have any of that.
I'd have been at school watching porn and all types of stuff.
In high school, I figured out a way around like the content filter blocks and stuff like that, and I charged $5 a person to enable it for their computers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
He said cool.
I was a little entrepreneur in high school, man. Well,
I hear something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, there it is, right there.
embryos frozen 30 years ago. Okay, so
Yeah, they didn't come out looking 30.
the eggs were 30 years old.
Yeah, they were 30.
What's the difference?
Well,
So
do you want to tell me?
yes. So women, what they do is sometimes they freeze their eggs, and then when they find, the certain someone or significant other, they or with cancer or something like that, sometimes they gotta get a hysterectomy or something. So they freeze their eggs, and then they have a surrogate mother. Surrogate. Terrible words.
That's what I'm here for.
So, yeah, she probably just froze her eggs, and then either they can donate, they can sell them or whatever, and then so these eggs are 30 years old, and they technically these babies are 30 years old.
Yeah, they artificially inseminated them and
that's crazy.
then put them into a surrogate or into a host.
Yeah.
I guess if you want to think of babies as parasites. No, but they put them in a person, and
Right.
they're born. And of course they're twins, because artificial insemination has been known to
Yeah.
it increases your odds of multiples by a lot.
Yeah, because they just dump a whole bunch of.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's the extra fertility drugs you have to take,
Right,
and
right, yeah.
all of that stuff. Yeah, scroll down on this a little bit.
That's pretty much it.
Since 92.
92.
Wow. Okay, so it's an embryo donation center. So somebody, who wanted to have kids, who needed eggs.
Yeah.
They just pulled from it, and it ended up being that one. That's
yeah,
cool.
that's pretty cool. I don't know if I would do that. Freeze my sperm. Well, I'm not smart enough to donate my sperm.
I mean,
I don't think that your sperm would be eligible.
there's a lot out there. It depends on what metrics they go by in the book on whether you're going to be chosen or not.
I mean, don't you have to be like
Healthy.
not health? I mean, you don't think I'm healthy?
Well, I don't know. You do drink a lot of beer.
Yeah, I do.
I don't think you can donate your sperm.
I don't know.
I think you have to have like 4 years at least of college to even put your shit in.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
What?
I don't know.
That doesn't make sense.
I know it's changed a lot, but
Maybe.
I don't know, because back in the day you could just sling it like it was fucking,
Yeah,
Yeah.
just sling that shit.
here you go.
Yeah.
Walk in once a week, make a donation, come out with like $20. I mean, not that I'd ever know. I mean, just saying it was probably easy.
Probably like that.
He's how you got some
Yeah.
experience.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. Allegedly. Anyways,
Yeah, allegedly.
get your shirt. It's out for like a day.
Yeah, a day. Go get your merch. One more fucking day.
What you got for us, Troy?
I got a couple things. How do you guys feel about microtransactions? Like pay like extra
paper-
subscription fees for something you already own.
Well, I have Funimation.
No,
Oh, you're talking like that?
That's a media subscription fee. I mean something that, say,
Like my phone,
I gave you this pen.
My phone has only 1 gig of data or 5 gigs, and now I have to do.
That's
50.
media.
Sort of, but that's still,
That's still
a little
media.
different. But say we took this pen, right? And I sold you a pen, and you paid $100 for this pen, and I'm like, it's the pen of the future. And then I said, all right, if you pay me an extra $10 a month, then I'll let it be a click pin. Otherwise, I'm going to electronically lock that. I'm going to put a block in it. You can't click it. You have to like take it out and then use it some stupid way, right?
That's stupid.
Dumb. Mercedes. Everybody knows the Mercedes, right?
Right.
They have a line of electric vehicles, right? Mercedes EVs.
Oh, okay.
These cars cost from $53,000 at the low end, starting at, to $104,000 starting at the higher end, right?
Pew.
They're expensive cars, right? They are locking the acceleration. So the improved acceleration, you've been in my car, you saw what it's like when you hit the throttle
Right,
and
yeah.
you just go, right? They're going to lock that down unless you pay $1,200 a year.
What?
Then you can get the faster acceleration.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
It already exists. It's built into the car. They're not doing anything different.
Right,
They're actually
that's crazy.
they're taking a lock off of it.
Right.
So they're saying you can't do it. Pay us, holding it for ransom.
Oh man.
So
I wouldn't do that.
yeah, it's pay the toll.
sucks.
Now I will say, to some people it'd be a significant increase. 0 to 60 in a second less. That's big.
Yeah.
But you already own the car.
Right.
You paid $100,000 for a
You
car.
already paid $100,000 for a car. You should have all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, that's like yeah. In order to keep your steering wheel in the car, you got to rent it from us for monthly.
You know,
Like,
they
that's
should-
dumb.
They should really just do like for $5,000 more, you can
I
get
mean,
a bigger
yeah.
motor.
But here's the thing that I think it is, right? I think this stems from all of these subscription services, right? You have like software does it a lot, right? Like Adobe, right? If you want the Adobe suite, you can't just buy the software now. You have to pay a monthly fee for it. Now.
Right.
There's no physical copies.
Well, that's
it's all
like, you got Nintendo that's doing that. They
you can buy physical copies of games though.
yeah, you can buy, but like to play online and stuff, you have to purchase.
The live version.
Well, I mean, Xbox Live, stuff like that, but you're on their servers and stuff like that. That's not a big thing. It costs money to traverse the internet, right? Data and stuff like that costs money. I get
this
that
is-
subscription.
that is
But
crazy.
on like a product that you already pay for, right?
Especially $100,000 car that you literally buy for the performance.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah. I'll
I
pay
wouldn't do it.
$6,000
I ain't
more to just have it, just throw it in the fees, and there you go. But I think what it is shareholders, right?
Right.
They want to see returning income.
Right.
They want to take
Well,
that
put out a
entire
better-
client base and keep getting money from them after they buy something.
Right.
That makes your profits go up and more money in their pockets. Or
just make a better product and people will keep coming back.
I mean, right. I mean, include it. Why not? Who cares?
Just get me an old school Cadillac. I roll with that.
Yeah, until they ban them. Like,
Yeah.
but,
I do like caddies.
Yeah. Well, here's the other thing. Are we as consumers so used to paying subscription fees for stuff that people aren't going to care? Oh, I
Right.
paid $107,000. I can afford that. I can afford $1,200 a year,
Yeah.
$100 a month. Why not?
Yeah, I mean,
Right? But at what point does that stop?
yeah.
Right? Oh, you want the latest software? Oh, $500 more.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's not gonna stop until we stop paying for stuff.
Yeah.
When we start saying no, we're not paying for it no more, then
I
it's
don't
gonna
think it would.
stop.
I don't think it would stop.
It'll go
after-
down. The price will go down.
It might go
Well-
down, but it.
Yeah.
I mean, you have Netflix. That's going up to like what? Something crazy, you know.
It's going up
Like,
a little.
Yeah, it's going up.
But I mean,
everything
it's
is
been
going
it's
up.
been going
Everything.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember Netflix when it was like what $5.99 or $7.99.
That was $10.
I mean, they didn't
Like
they
my-
didn't have like 4K streams, and they
Right.
didn't have.
No, I get it.
I mean, they've increased a lot. Same thing with like YouTube TV,
But even
right? But now
like,
we're paying cable prices again.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
luckily,
that's-
I've chopped out my YouTube TV to all of my relatives because you can share it with
then
up to
you-
like 5 different people,
And then you make them pay you.
and then they all pay a portion. We all pay a portion of it,
Right.
so we're like crowdsourcing.
Yeah.
You know,
Or
our
somebody
YouTube
don't pay
TV.
their portion, you get cut off.
But I mean,
I mean, I could,
That's
but
what
I
they
wouldn't
want.
do that.
That's kind of what they want, though, because you think about it now. Instead of having, 12 people not watching YouTube, now you got 12 people sharing an account, paying for YouTube and watching YouTube.
Where does YouTube make their money? Let me ask you that.
Us, the
Like
viewers.
YouTube TV,
I have no idea.
where are they making their money?
Clicks.
Advertisements.
Yeah.
More people watching means more ad money, right?
Yeah.
And data.
They,
What are you watching? What are you watching? When are you watching it? What are you watching it on? Then they sell that. Same thing as, any Google product. They are a data company, right?
Right.
They exist like Facebook to get your data and sell it. It's where they make all their money.
Yeah. Technology sucks.
I mean, it does.
I mean,
but
it's cool, but it's just
You gotta have it though.
it's aggravating.
and that's one of the questions about this EV stuff is what's next? Well,
I mean,
where
what's-
does it stop? If
what's
every
some of the-
EV automaker did that, if Tesla decided, oh, we're locking that down, pay us more.
well, it's coming.
I mean, if they do that, how do you stop it? If everybody does it, if
Right.
they all team up and say we're gonna do this, because if one person doesn't do it, guess who? All of the people are gonna go to.
Right.
Right? Think about old school Sprint, right? They were the only ones to have actual unlimited for a while.
Right.
Everywhere else had like data caps and all of that.
Right.
People flocked to Sprint because it was cheaper and it was unlimited. The second everybody else opened unlimited, boom. All of a sudden they went under, they got bought out.
Yeah. T-Mobile.
No, Sprint.
Who bought Sprint?
T-Mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah, T-Mobile
Because
owns
that
a
turned
lot.
because that
a lot of
turned
companies.
that turned to Boost, right?
Metro.
Yeah,
I
don't
Boost Mobile was Sprint, and
Some-
Metro
yeah,
was
yeah,
T-Mobile.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know, but that's another thing that's probably coming up too is the range of your, how far you can travel too. It's like, hey, you can travel, 300 miles on a fully charged battery, but if you want to go 400 or 500 miles, you got to pay extra money.
I mean, they can always tune down the performance and then lock it behind a paywall, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But if Tesla is more of a software company than an automaker, that's kind of where that whole field, like where that lives.
Right.
So,
I mean,
I guess we'll see, but it doesn't bode very well.
no, it's
So-
fucking. That's cheap, dude. That's
I
a
just
low
got
blow.
I just got a recall on my car,
Did you?
right? Yeah.
Did
But
it send
guess
you a-
how it's fixed? Over the air update. I don't have to take it anywhere. It will just fix itself.
That's crazy.
It's in the window motor because
That's
it'll
crazy.
pinch your hands, and that's it. It's a couple pounds off in force, like of what's regulated,
Yeah.
So yeah, they're gonna put out an update to
And you
adjust
just-
the controller.
and you just update it.
That's it. I update that thing. I think the last update was like a few weeks ago.
Yeah, you better not piss your car off.
Right, exactly. I mean,
Fuck you, car.
yeah. Think about how
you
many
say?
updates you get on your phone. That's
Yeah.
what I'm getting for my car and stuff. It's crazy.
I'm going to crash you.
Different world. Yeah, yeah. I'm taking you out.
Oh man. Yeah.
Terminate you.
So I found this video.
This video is awesome, by the
Have
way.
you seen it?
Yeah, yeah,
So-
yeah. I love
Have you
this
seen
video.
this?
I haven't seen it.
So just
The
to give you,
questions that are like
Yeah.
asked
I
because
don't,
of this
I don't
video.
know what's going on with it, man. It's weird. Okay, so the security guard's sitting there and the door's open, and you can clearly see that he's talking to someone. And he opens.
appears that he is talking to someone.
Yeah, and he opens the gate and he goes grabs a wheelchair, and when he grabs the wheelchair moves, but there's no one there, which is crazy. Check it out.
It's that Conjuring shit.
Oh, hold on. I gotta.
What the hell?
Sorry. Ads. Stupid ads.
Ads.
I used to be able to download the video, but I can't download the video anymore. All right, so here's the video. There's no. So you see the doors open.
Yeah, I see the doors opening.
And then he walks over, opens the guard, checks the name. Clearly talking to someone. Do you think they just edit the person out?
They could.
Possibly.
There's a lot that could be going on with this. I mean, I'm not like Captain Disillusion or anything, but
So watch the wheelchair. Yeah, it's weird. But he puts it right back.
Right.
I mean,
yeah, it's like, do you want a wheelchair? No, okay, I'll put it back. Right. I mean, it could be really good acting, right? There could be a ghost. It could be he was having a mental breakdown, or it could just be that he saw the door open and he was like, I'll go along with this. Why not? Like he wanted to do that for a while. Like that, maybe that door opens all the time and he's like, I'm sick of it. Next time that opens, I'm going to act like it's a ghost.
Oh,
You know?
man.
Could be a lot of things.
Yeah, that was-
I mean, I don't want to discredit any
wonder if
type
it's-
of like paranormal activity.
I wonder
'Cause
if it's
there's
a friendly
possibility.
ghost. Think it might be a friendly ghost?
It could be.
Casper, what's up?
Yeah.
Good
Friendliest
movie.
ghost I know.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
That's like one of the first movies I've seen at a drive-through or drive-in.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So-
I never.
It was Casper.
I can't think of the first thing I saw at a drive-in.
What was it? Casper and something. I
I
forget.
don't think I've ever been to a drive-in movie.
No.
Not
We're
that
in
I
one
can
of the
recall.
only areas that like still
Yeah.
has them.
Yeah.
The one in my hometown shut down before I moved out here. It shut down in like the 90s.
Yeah, I
Like the
don't know.
late 90s.
It sucks because I mean, drive-in movies, they're dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I remember like walking to the concession stand, and
Mm-hmm.
the movie's just playing, and then they have the radio on, and on one side it's playing because it's the one here has two theaters. But
Yeah.
you know what sucks?
They normally are like that, where they have one on each side.
Yeah.
And they're showing two films over here and two films
Yeah.
over here.
You know what sucks though is I found out you have to pay like before you paid for one drive-in movie, right? What's that? You paid for one drive-in movie,
Yeah.
and now do you want this one?
I knew he was going to do that.
Do you want it or no?
Well,
But now you got to pay for both.
yeah. Really? So they like doubled the cost.
Yeah, they
of
double
going into a
because
drive-in.
I mean you remember drive-in movies they only cost like what, fucking $12-13.
Yeah.
I used to always sneak into the movie, so I don't know how much
I
they
mean,
cost.
When I was a kid, I used to go in the trunk a lot when my parents would take us to a drive-in movie. Like we'd hide in the trunk with the beer, and then
Man,
pop out, and then
And-
like 9 kids would be running around.
The car's going like this.
man, in high school, I used to go to the movies every weekend with a different girl and go see the same movie.
Use a hoe.
Oh,
And then have to sit there and
Why-
pretend like I never seen it. Like,
why would
oh my
you see
God.
the same movie though?
Because that's normally it was the movie that they wanted to see. So
Yeah.
I mean, nah, I couldn't do that. That's too much work.
Seeing the same movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, unless the movie was like bomb. If the movie was good, all right, I'll see it a couple times.
Hey, this
and
is
then it's
back-
like, nah, we're not seeing that.
I
Did
ain't
you
gonna
guys
say
watch
what
that?
year it was.
Did you guys watch Everything
That's smart.
Everywhere
That's smart.
All at Once?
Everywhere all at once now.
Everything Everywhere All at Once or whatever. I started that last night. It's
Everything I own in a box to the left. You know, that's a country song that she got.
what?
By
that
who?
That Beyonce song.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
That's
it started off being a country song. It was for a country band,
Mhm.
Really?
and then
Everything in the box to the left.
yeah, it was. I can't think of the band right now, but
Jesus Christ.
they actually did a performance with Beyonce,
Oh,
and
really?
they did it as like it was intended to be.
What is it,
And then
Lady
with
Antebellum?
Beyonce there.
Everything in the box to the left.
It actually might have been. I don't know, but it was actually just a weird like fun fact for you there.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's pretty cool. What do you guys think about this? Hopefully there's no ads.
There probably will be.
He love me, he give me all his money. That Gucci product come be my sugar daddy.
She's 50. She's 57. He's 18.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, she's cute.
I mean, I won't knock any type
Kruger.
Yeah, for sure.
of Cougar.
Double Kruger.
Not Kruger, not like Freddy Krueger. Like
Kruger.
I mean, I'll never knock that. I mean,
I'm not saying
not my
it's bad.
speed.
Yeah.
When I was 18, I
Man,
wouldn't be
come
getting
on.
with a 60-year-old woman, no matter how much money she had. So
wouldn't?
no,
I don't know. I would.
it's just not my speed. You know,
I wouldn't.
not. I mean, it depends on the level of their relationship, I guess. But
Yeah, she like 55, but she looked 30.
she don't look 30.
Yeah, nah.
look 30.
She didn't.
She don't look 30.
I mean,
Oh, no.
she's cute for her age, I guess.
She
I don't
looked
know.
like 48. I mean, yeah. I mean,
I
she doesn't look bad for her age, but I mean, that's still a little much.
What would you do for a PlayStation 5?
Come on, Grandma. I'll eat that shit later. Oh man, what you got on your papers?
Oh, Colorado just legalized magic mushrooms.
Yeah, they
That's-
did. Psychedelics.
That's pretty cool.
Well, certain psychedelics, yeah.
I think that
Yep.
helps out a lot. Like a
Yep.
lot of depressed, mental handicap, or not mental handicap, but mental depressed people, or
Yeah.
People with like
Chemically
pain, like
imbalanced.
chronic
Yeah.
pain.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you like microdose and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I think that's a really cool.
Microdosing has been like on the rise with like
Oh, yeah.
popularity and
Everything.
like
Yeah.
acceptance and like a lot of good science coming out of it. I mean, there's been really good science showing psychedelics help since the 60s, the 50s.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
mean,
in
all
the 50s,
politics
they-
and stuff got involved in the war on drugs and
Yeah.
everything was vilified. So
Yeah. I mean, that shit sucks, but I think, and it's a natural, it's natural. It's not fucking chemically made or anything. So,
what?
am I
Oh,
wrong
the
on that?
mushrooms?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, psychedelics?
I'm like, wait,
Like,
are we talking about the
some
same
are
mushroom?
natural and
Yeah,
like
we're not-
LSD and stuff is made in a lab.
Yeah, we're
bro.
not talking about the same thing.
Like, yeah, mushrooms fully. I mean, they're natural. Yeah,
Yeah.
psilocybin or whatever it is.
He's trying to get some other stuff legalized.
Yeah,
What, me? I don't
I
know.
say legalize it all.
I watched Dr. Drew,
Everything. Open it up.
Yeah.
Drop
yeah,
crime.
I mean, we got to increase the drug addicts and the
They
crime
do.
rate. Let's just
Actually,
bring the crime rate up a little further.
Actually, a lot of studies show that
No,
it would
I-
actually decrease
Yeah,
it.
I think if they had facilities that actually like you go in and you're locked in and it's just you and how much you want to do and how long you want to do it, how much you willing to pay, and then
It's
you
a
go,
safe environment.
Yeah, it's safe. Yeah, I'm 100% for that. I think that would be
Yeah, I
really
bet.
good.
That's guess how many less like needles and paraphernalia on the streets.
Yep.
And guess what? They're not buying it from like shady drug dealers.
And then they
there's
can-
not
they
people
can
out
pay
there
taxes
just
on
making
those.
money and murdering people for drug money.
They can pay taxes on that, and then
Taxed, yeah.
our taxes
Yeah.
hopefully
You know
won't go
what?
up.
Maybe
Right.
we should
They
just
will.
legalize crack cocaine and
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All of it.
heroin and
Everything.
That's exactly what we're saying.
Do it all. That is exactly the words.
We are.
I'm saying it has to be done in a responsible manner. You can't just
Yeah.
say,
Yeah, we're
Wild West, it's open. Go
Yeah.
for it. Like, but that's why I don't think.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Those
Stop.
3 knobs, can you turn them down?
The first 3?
Yeah, the first 3. Cool. Just turn them down to about, yep. And our sound might be a little off, but we were peaking a little bit.
Sorry.
But yeah, so, no, I honestly think that it is, I'm 100% for that. If
I think it's worth a look, at least.
Not like in every town. Like, you have to travel to go there. Like, one on the East Coast, one on the West Coast, and then you have to book. There's only so many people that can book. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would be.
To start out.
It would be an enormous undertaking to actually, like, the logistics involved would be insane.
Right.
I mean, you'd be creating thousands
I
of
don't-
jobs in order to do that, to
I don't
facilitate
think
that,
that's,
but
that's still good.
I think that's going to piss off a lot of drug dealers
absolutely.
if you did
but
that.
but
Guess who won't be in business anymore?
but that's
They'll have to go to other illegal stuff like smuggling and stuff like that. But guess what? Human trafficking, that's probably going to go down.
yeah. I mean,
Border control and stuff, you won't have as many people trying to smuggle stuff across borders. Guess
think
what
it-
happens in all these countries where their main export is, like, they make all their money off of, like, the illicit drug trade.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it's worth a look. I'm not saying we should go tomorrow and just do it,
Yeah.
or we should just have it free.
Well,
I don't
have a limited don't put everything out. Like, you want fentanyl? Like, here's fucking fentanyl.
Right.
Like, just these, like, psychedelic drugs, like you guys were saying and whatnot. Like, hey, I've never did Molly. Like, let me try it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like, there's no more overdoses, right? You're
Right.
in a facility to accommodate that as well.
Right.
So you're in a safe environment. I'm not condoning the use of any illicit drugs either.
Yeah.
Don't get that twisted.
Don't get that.
I'm not saying
Yeah,
go
let's
out
just
and go get some crack. Don't do
forget
that.
about the whole subject.
But all I'm saying is, if you're in a safer environment and you're doing it, it's a lot better than just being out in someone's, like, trap
100%,
house,
yes.
like, where everybody's going to leave you
Yeah,
the second
it's-
there's trouble and just board that place up and your body's found, like, 7 months later.
But yeah, still, I mean, the microdosing and stuff like that, I think that really helps with mental health.
So yeah, that's what we were talking
And
about.
if you have
microdose.
mental health, please,
Kids.
please call. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll put the
Kids.
number. We'll put the number right here. If you have mental health,
Yep.
reach out to us. I mean, we'll gladly talk to you guys. I mean, that's just, no one should go through that alone. That's
Disclaimer: we are not mental health specialists.
Kids.
we are not. Yes.
We
Say
are not
no to
professionals.
drugs.
Professionals would offer better opinions.
Yeah.
Say no to drugs, kids.
That's right. Dare
Why
to do better.
loud?
Who, me?
No, Javal's.
Because Troy turned me up.
No, I turned everybody down.
No, you turned me up, dude. Turned up.
Javal's turn.
The one time Javal's not quiet.
I know, right?
He's peeking. So, but yeah,
Pecan pie.
I see
I
this
had a-
Tyson. What's this? Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I had a whole ass argument with an 11-year-old on how it's a pecan and not a pecan. Ohioans be what?
Pekin sounds like a Native American reserve.
Tweaking.
Okay,
Pekin.
And tweaking.
I'm not seeing it, but okay.
You don't think you're not
No,
seeing it?
I don't see it. But I mean, no. I mean, in the South, right? Yeah. I mean,
Right.
you get a lot of pecan. You get a pecan pie, right?
Pekin.
But or a pecan.
Pecan.
I like chocolate pie.
I'm from the land where we actually have a lot of the pecan trees.
Right.
They're pecans. Pecan.
I think someone's trying to get in the door. Pecan.
Don't come in that door.
So what was his argument? What was his
That,
argument?
that's what it was. It was. She said, pecan pie, and I said it is not. Stop right now.
Yeah.
It is pecan. Pecan.
Chug it, chug it, chug it.
I ain't about to do that.
We already
Also, don't binge drink. It's bad for
Yeah,
you.
don't do that neither.
See, kids, drugs are bad. And if you don't believe me, ask.
Ask your dad.
You looked at
I think that's about as
singing it.
that's about as far as we can go with that without getting hit.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got one content ID already.
This
we don't
dude.
need more.
Yeah. So I see on your paper it says Tyson Foods.
Oh,
Why
Tyson
are you reading
Foods.
his paper, man?
I don't have a paper.
He don't need one.
No.
I do all the
preparation.
paperwork around here.
Preparation. We'll call
Paper
it
boy.
Preparation H. How about some ass
bars.
cream, Dad?
Special K, Dad.
Oh shit! But what about
No.
this? What about the CFO?
The CFO of Tyson Foods, who mainly like sell chicken,
Like frozen
buffalo
frozen
chicken,
section
frozen
stuff.
chicken. Got arrested for B&E because I don't know. Apparently
Breaking
he
and
woke
entering?
up. He woke
Yeah,
up in somebody else's bed.
Well, he drunkenly,
You read it?
allegedly, he drunkenly went into somebody else's house and took off his clothes, got in bed, and went to sleep. And then the cops are trying to wake him up, right? Is that
Did he
it?
get fired?
Yeah.
exactly.
Cops were trying to wake him up and then took him to jail naked, like
Oh,
with just
man.
like boxers on or something like that.
Did he get fired?
I have no clue.
Probably not. He's a CFO.
What do you mean?
As in, he's the chief financial officer. He can definitely be fired.
Yeah, he can be fired. He can be voted out or
The
something.
board
He
would
probably
fire
get
him.
suspended or something. He's not gonna get fired.
I mean, even if he gets fired, there's probably a clause about making the company look bad, so his like golden parachute won't be as big. He'll only get like $3 million.
Oh,
you
man.
know,
right?
as a
Only
severance.
$3 million.
I don't know how he'll survive on that. Pray for him, please.
Yeah, pray.
You know,
Fucking
thoughts and
idiot.
prayers his way.
Stop drinking so much, you idiot.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. Who wakes up in somebody else's bed?
So
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna tell you a little story. When I was in the military, actually, this is after I got out of the military. I was partying back on the base. I was partying on the base in the dorms, and we played like probably 6 rounds of asshole and just got obliterated. I think I finished a 30-pack. I was a heavy drinker at that time. So I was trashed. I was being escorted back to my room because the base cops there didn't realize that I wasn't there anymore.
Right.
They had known I hadn't seen them in like months, right? But they thought I still was on base. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to sleep in this room. And I told them the dorm room. And they're like, okay. So we got to the door and they're like, your name's not on the door. What's going on? I'm like, I mean, I don't live here anymore, but I'm going to sleep here. And I'm drunk and I'm talking to the base security forces. And they're like,
Are you drunk
"What?"
or blacked out?
I wasn't blacked out. I was close.
Okay.
Because I remember this.
Right.
Right.
And so I'm sitting there talking to them, and they're like, "We can't let you like stay in this room." And I'm like, "Nobody's here. Like, why not?" And they're like, "Well, we can't. We're not going to do that. How are you even going to get in?" So I knew this trick where if you grab the door handle and you pulled on it just enough while you bumped the door, you could actually bypass the lock. It was sticking out enough. So I do it real quick. Boom, doors open. I'm
only you,
in
Troy.
bed. I'm in bed laying down like, have a good night. And they're like, nah, just shut the door. Let's go. We didn't see shit. We're out of here.
Only Troy.
Like,
Only Troy.
so, I mean, I didn't accidentally do it, right?
You didn't wake up randomly in someone's bed.
Right. Well,
You chose someone's bed to sleep in.
Right,
And then
right.
you woke up in a random person's bed.
I didn't think it was my house, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And then, like, not wake up when the cops were waking me up.
yeah.
So, yeah, that was... I have a lot of fun military stories. A lot of Texas
Oh, I
stories.
bet.
But yeah, you got some stuff on your shit.
Yeah.
Jesus criminy.
I only have a couple
You want to
things.
show the
The book.
It's
the
not
book?
a book. It's just large lettering so I can read it.
This is
So-
large lettering.
What?
Look.
Yeah, that's for
Compare
everybody.
the lettering.
That's for everybody can read it. That's why I wrote it big.
Like,
That's not large.
yeah, it's all spaced out like crazy. That's on line paper. That's why it's so small.
Oh.
This would take up half a page.
What do you got?
Oh, I wanted to talk about NASA.
Oh, what's going on with
Orion?
Let's
NASA?
talk about NASA.
The Orion spacecraft. It's going around the moon right now.
Orion. Is that
That's from the Artemis launch that just happened. The SLS.
I have no idea.
Space launch.
Fill us
Space
in.
launch
Fill us in.
system.
Space launch.
Space launch
Space
system. But yeah, it's NASA's first. This is what's going to the moon. What's going to put people on the moon in the next like 6 years.
You mean living on the moon?
No. Like old Apollo, like
Oh,
60s,
walking on the
like
moon?
walking on the moon. Because we haven't
Oh.
been to the moon since like the 60s.
I mean,
Since the
yeah,
60s.
supposedly, allegedly.
We've only been there once. right?
Allegedly.
I mean,
We've
the
been
moon,
there multiple times.
The
We've
moon
been there
is
5
like,
times.
It's
Oh,
like
really?
the moon is like the same. They say it's like the almost the same size as the sun or the earth?
No.
What?
I know what you're saying. What it is it's the perfect balance because the moon
Yeah.
fits the same size in the sky as the sun.
Yeah.
That is because the moon is like 100 times smaller than the sun, but
Right.
100 times closer.
Right.
So it fits that perfect. That's why we have lunar eclipses and solar eclipses.
So
right?
my
They're the
thing
same size
is,
in the sky.
if the moon is that humongous, and if it's round like they say it is,
Yep.
how is it possible that you could get close enough to walk on the moon?
What do you mean?
Exactly what I
How
just
do you walk
said.
on the Earth?
The Earth is supposedly, first they were saying the Earth was flat. No, let's not forget about that.
Well, yeah, that was pre-science that showed that it was improved that it was round.
Now they're saying that it's round.
Yeah, they've been saying that since Galileo.
I don't know. I just don't believe. It's just hard for me to believe that somebody actually walked on the moon, man. It's just hard for me to believe that. I don't know. I just
mean,
can't grasp the belief.
Because it's so far away, or
Yeah, because it's so far away. I think that's why I can't grasp to believe in that.
well, look at it this way: you've seen SpaceX, right? You've seen their rockets go up and
Yeah.
then land, right?
yeah,
Land back on the pad. So they're going to space and coming back and landing on the pad safely,
right.
right? Same thing, only lower gravity, so there's less like speed coming down, and it's the exact same thing. They land with the lander, they fire the jets and land on just another surface. It's huge. The moon is gigantic,
Yeah.
right? It's not like tiny. It's not like, 30 miles wide or something like that. It's gigantic,
Right.
right? But
It's big. We can
Like, if
see
you-
it from Earth.
if you look at zoomed in spots,
Yeah, with
right?
a telescope.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you see tiny little rovers are actually like, the size of SUVs and stuff,
Right.
right? So it is a large astral body. But, so, I mean, they land on it like they would land on Earth, but it's easier because, hey, guess what? There's no atmosphere to have to burn through, really.
Right.
And it's less gravity. So you have less force
Because
and
I mean,
thrust.
it's not as big as the Earth, but
Yeah,
the
what's
gr-
your
so-
take? What's
so
your
the-
take on this landing on the moon?
Well, I think
Jizz.
I think we've been to the moon. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna discredit it. I don't think the Earth's flat. I'm not gonna agree to that. But
You gonna agree that it's round?
it's round.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you're
It's a
not gonna
sphere.
agree that it's
It's
flat.
you guys
though.
ever see that video where it's like the guy's like, if the Earth's round, I'm gonna have to jump to get the light in the hole.
Yeah. The flat earther who set up an experiment with so the way this experiment works is you set up two things, right? You set up a thing here.
No, thing here.
Yeah, and you put holes at the same distance. Now, if it's on a flat plane, then those holes will line up perfectly, and the light on the other side you'll be able to see down a scope. Perfect. And if it's curved, then what you'll end up with is one here and one here, and they won't line up, and you'll have to raise your elevation in order to see that
Right.
light. And he's like,
Raise
if
it
the
up,
Earth is a sphere, then I won't be able to look through this, and I'll have to lift up. And then he looks through it, and it's not there, and he has to lift up until he sees it, and he goes, huh.
Well, I'm
Well, I
debunked.
don't know how that experiment failed, but I messed something up because they keep pushing the goalposts.
Yeah.
Every time they prove themselves wrong with their own experiments that are like, this is foolproof. And they're like, oh, apparently I messed up somewhere. Sorry.
I messed up.
Like they move the goalposts and they're like, okay, this next experiment will show. We have so many things that prove that the Earth is a sphere.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I don't
But-
care. I'm not trying to argue with anyone, but
I
in
mean-
my opinion, it's round. We've been to the moon.
We've got plenty of video evidence that it's round.
Yeah.
We have
I mean,
plenty
it-
of pictures from space.
It is crazy though, man. Like just the whole like grasping everything like Javal's saying. It's hard to believe that we've done something like that.
Yeah, and
But it just goes to show you, I mean, what blows my mind are these telescopes out there.
Mm-hmm.
They're millions of light years away. Well, not millions, but thousands of light years away.
things that are they're
You
looking
know?
at things
like
that far.
I
Yeah.
sent you the guys the
Kepler.
the Earth. That's what 1,200 some light years away.
Yeah,
It's
it's a little under 1,500 light years away.
I mean, how long does a light year take to get to? You know what I mean?
Right.
A light year.
A light year is the speed at which you would have to go to
Right.
travel a year at the speed of light. right?
yeah.
Or the distance that it would take to travel a
Yeah.
year at the speed of light, which is extremely far.
Yeah.
What's
so,
been-
but I mean, it would take us like hundreds of years to get to that place, right?
No, it would take us millions of years.
Oh,
Like-
yeah. So we're not fucking.
So
We're not going there.
No,
you
we would have
guys
to
hear
develop
about
faster than light
since
travel.
we're on the subject. You guys hear about that new planet that they discovered that it supposedly has water on it or supports water?
Which one's this?
I don't
There's
know.
several of them.
Yeah,
you know
there's a
what's really
few.
crazy is
This is
there's
Latest one.
there's planets out there. They're access locked, so they don't turn.
Access lock. Yeah, yeah.
So
They don't wobble.
It only goes. Yeah. They don't rotate.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine us not turning. Like that shit would be nuts.
Are you talking about rotation locked or
Yeah.
axis locked? Because axis locked
rotation
means
locked.
they rotate on a permanent axis.
I
like
guess
this,
rotation locked
right?
is what I'm saying.
Because we wobble on our axis and
Yeah.
stuff, right?
I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Sorry, guys.
Um,
I drink.
if a planet didn't spin, that would be
You won't have seasons.
the death of the planet. You wouldn't have, if it was an iron core like rocky planet like Earth is. We are magnetosphere, right? The thing that keeps solar radiation from wiping the atmosphere and the Earth from the Earth.
I didn't
right?
know this episode was going to be a science class. Sorry, guys.
Welcome.
Well, welcome to Troy's Talk.
Astrology.
Troy's Talk.
Astronomy.
I thought it was going to be Troy's Tech Talk, but I guess it's Space Talk. But anyways, so magnetosphere keeps the sun from blowing away all our atmosphere and life, right?
Right.
Otherwise, we'd look like Mars, right? Or Venus, or everything. So
Yeah, we need oxygen to survive.
right, so we need our atmosphere, and our magnetosphere apparently is theorized to come from the rotation of the core and the rotation of the Earth, causing magnetic fields which block it out. If you don't spin, you don't have that, you're dead.
Yeah.
So,
Yay, science.
yeah. Fuck yeah, Mr. White. Fuck yeah, science.
Oh, yeah. Jesse.
Throwbacks. No, so
Bitch.
a couple other things on this Orion lander though, on the Orion spacecraft. It's orbiting the moon. It took some really cool pictures of the moon.
The dark side of
showing
the moon?
the credits. There's no dark side of the moon. It's the back of the moon. I got back side of the moon. The moon's ass. Whatever.
Is it rotation locked?
Yeah. We always see the same side
That's
of the
weird.
moon. We always look at the same face of the moon. That's why no matter when you look at the moon, it's always the same. Right. But it Saturday, it beat yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, because we're recording this on Sunday.
Yeah.
It beat the record of furthest spacecraft from Earth that was rated for human flight.
Really?
Right. The previous record holder, believe it or not, was Apollo 13. Everybody knows about Apollo 13. Seen the movie?
Yeah.
Right. So they had to actually do a burn around the moon and use the moon as a slingshot to get back to Earth.
Right.
So their vehicle was not rated for that deep of space, and they still somehow managed.
Man.
But yeah, Orion beat it. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It should be back on Earth December 11th, I think is when it's scheduled for splashdown.
How long does it take to get to the moon? I thought it was like 24 hours.
No.
Is it longer?
No. Yeah, it takes a while.
Does it?
Before it was like a week to the moon, something like that in Apollo.
Really?
And think about it this way. The entire Apollo, Gemini, all of those programs were used using the same compute power as what's in your phone.
What's in my
Right.
microphone?
No, not what's in your
What's in
microphone.
my beer?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the
it was all yeast power.
And all the acid.
That's where we got yeet from, because of yeast.
And all the sugar.
Yeah. So,
Just fill that rocket up with sugar. You're good to go.
but yeah, super cool things happening. Then after this is all complete, as long as everything goes well, hey, they're going to put humans in it and to the moon, like Dogecoin.
Yep. $1,000.
Let us know if you guys
day.
want to go to the moon.
We're not launching a crypto, so don't worry. And it's not that way.
Just let us know if you guys are going to go to the moon or not. If you have enough money to go to the moon.
You got a couple mil, you can be an astronaut,
for sure.
an actual rated astronaut through Blue
Yeah.
Origin. They actually reach the level of astronaut.
Yeah,
Let's
they're
do-
gonna have bars and clubs up. There's gonna be some strippers.
I mean, there's some really cool talks about using like space elevators to get at least to a platform, and then you can launch from there, and then you're there and back in a day with
Space
the moon,
elevators?
depending on the crazy, right?
Crazy.
Sex on the moon.
Are we looking? I think we got time for my Elon Musk thing. If you want to talk about
yeah,
that.
let's hear
Hop
it.
in it.
All right. Hold on.
I have to use the restroom real bad. That's why I'm sitting back and forth.
All right, we'll pause now.
Yeah, we can pause.
Whenever you're ready, sir, let me know, and I'll say, "We're back.
Go ahead.
We're back."
Okay, so Elon
You gotta
Musk.
put that snip. You gotta put that in.
Yeah,
Just
yep.
let me know when you're ready, and I'll say, "We're back," and you
Yeah.
just like, "Go ahead."
Yep.
I just ruined it. We're back.
I mean, it's okay. It's like telling somebody like the whole punchline and explaining the punchline to a joke to them.
yeah.
You know, it makes it better. You know, Elon Musk.
Sorry,
right?
I had to use the bathroom. Go on, Elon Musk.
Twitter.
Twitter.
Right. 2 words. Like that's enough right there to
Right.
already spark some fun. So, Twitter's. I have to read this because I can't memorize this. Twitter's island-based global vice president of public policy,
Jesus.
right, apparently got a court injunction on her firing, right? Because did you hear about the whole like Twitter 2.0 like hardcore ramp up stuff?
No.
So essentially, Elon Musk, right? He laid off half the company, right?
Right.
50% of the company, but he was warned not to do any more. So I think his whole way of getting more people out was to send out this email. So a lot of people have seen this, but he put out an email and it essentially said, "Hey, you up for super long hours and work way harder than you ever have in your life? Come do it for Twitter 2.0. Click yes on this email and you'll stay at Twitter. Don't respond by Thursday," which was like a day later, "then bye. That's it.
Really?
We'll take that as your resignation." So I think like 2/3 of the company like didn't respond to it. And they were like, "Oh, we didn't expect that." And they were like begging people to come back and stuff. It was a whole thing.
So Twitter was begging people to come back.
Some people, like not a lot, but yeah, they fired and rehired those people a lot.
Yeah, isn't that illegal? Don't you gotta tell somebody face to face in person that they're going to be fired?
Not in every
not
state.
in at-will state. We're in Ohio. You could be fired for no reason
no
at all,
reason.
I
anytime
don't
for
say
nothing.
a reason. I
For
said,
nothing.
don't you have to tell them in person?
No, you could be fired
You
over
can't
text
tell them
message.
you can't tell them over the phone.
But they're technically not firing you. You are resigning.
Yeah,
is what their wording was.
that
If
was
you don't
weird.
respond to this, if you say that you're not going to do it, then
We'll take it as your
we'll take that as
Bullshit, though.
resignation.
Like, what
You're
if
quitting.
what if they didn't get the message?
Right.
But that's the
So-
whole. That's the whole point.
I mean, read receipts and
I'm
stuff
just
like
saying,
that.
it's
Well,
bullshit.
here's the
It
thing:
is, yeah.
if you didn't say yes, then you got 2 months of payroll with benefits, and you got a month of severance. So it was like 3 months of pay or something like
Right.
that. Right. So there was some like, here you go, right? Enjoy your job hunt. So apparently, she didn't say yes. Obviously, they cut off all her access. She says that she didn't say yes because there was no clear outline on what Elon Musk's expectations of employees were going to be if they did say yes. Like, you're just going in on blind faith. It was a full blind faith, like, trust exercise. Do you trust me or not? Are you loyal to me or not?
Right.
Essentially. So
Would you guys have clicked?
there
yes?
was, I wouldn't have, no.
No, without reading an agreement.
Right, exactly. There's no, like, what do I get? Right?
Right.
It's just, trust me, bro, I got you. Work,
That's my life.
work 16 hours a day, and eventually, I promise, we'll be okay.
Right.
Like, no, I'm not believing, Elon Musk on that. So, anyways, also, that severance package was below what her contracted expectation is, right?
Wow.
Her contract said that she gets higher than that. So, she wasn't going to take that.
Yeah.
So, she essentially said, I didn't put in a resignation. I told you I'm not resigning, but I'm not saying yes to this because I don't understand what the deal is.
Right.
So she got fired. They cut off all her access, did everything. So she went to the court, and the court was like, no, you can't just fire her like that. That's not how that works. She didn't put in her resignation. So the court was able to stop it. So people at Twitter have said that she does have her stuff back, but she's also said that she doesn't still. And, they're going through that whole
What
process.
about all the other people that got fired? Is it just her?
They're just gone. No, there's a lot of people. They
No,
didn't
I'm
go
saying,
after
is
like
she
the
the only
court.
one who got her job back?
Yeah, as far as I know.
'Cause
I just
usually-
read about her.
Yeah, because usually when there's a court decision like that, it affects everyone.
What's the whole point
Not-
of him taking over Twitter, though? I don't.
I mean,
Right.
that's a
For
whole
what
thing. Actually, that
purpose?
leads into this right here, right?
Good question, Joe.
That leads into apparently there is an alleged former employee at SpaceX, right?
SpaceX.
They're claiming to be a former employee at SpaceX.
SpaceX.
And they were around when Elon Musk was first coming into it and stuff like that, right?
Right.
So this whole thing is just putting Elon Musk's stupidity and bad leadership on blast.
You said pudding.
Pudding. Yeah.
I like pudding.
I like pudding. So anyways, apparently they used considerable resources to manage Elon Musk,
Really?
right? So we've all had that like boss, that owner who knows nothing about how the company actually works, and they have
Put your hand down. Put your hand
And,
down.
I'm not very good at podcasting.
so they have no clue what's going on. I see what you did there. So you have people kind of baby them and like push them towards the right directions. I've done that with
Yeah.
executives in the past with, being in IT and stuff. You have to kind of let them think that they came up with the idea
Right.
in order for them to go with it. You could be like, we need to do this or the company will fail. And they're
Right.
like, nah, I don't like it. But if you're like, hey, I heard this was pretty good. Then they're like, you know what? We should do this. And you're like, are you sure? And they're like, yeah, we should do it. Do it now. Okay. Okay. Spend the money. Okay. And then
do
they're
it.
like, we did it.
Yeah.
It's egos get in the way and everything,
Yeah.
which it's Elon Musk. Come on. So apparently they had so much management who were able to take his insane
This is
ideas, as
SpaceX?
they said. Yeah, it's SpaceX, right? Because everybody there wanted to get into space.
I heard
right?
SpaceX wasn't doing too good.
I mean, SpaceX is amazing. I don't know if they're not doing good.
As far as stocks,
I don't
not
know.
doing too good.
I'm not sure because they have a lot of government subsidies and stuff.
I would assume
They
they're
have
probably
deals
Well,
with NASA and stuff like
I
that too. So
understand that, but their last
quarterly.
trip, their last rocket trip, I heard it didn't go too well.
I thought it did.
There was
I don't
like
think
some
they've had any problems.
complications.
I mean, they've had a lot of
failures.
complications
Yeah.
with the Starship, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, that's trial
Enterprise?
and error, and that's how it
Starship?
goes. Yeah, Starship Enterprise. No, the
Starship
big,
Troopers?
the big giant one that belly flops and does a flip and lands that they want to go to Mars with eventually,
okay.
right? But I mean, for the most part, they do pretty good. I mean, they're pioneering a lot of
Right.
stuff, but Elon Musk has no part in that. Right.
Right.
Everybody has to understand that Elon Musk is not an engineer. He is not an actual scientist.
He's a businessman.
He is, yeah. I mean, for the most part. I mean, he's
In
in my opinion, he's a rich kid with a power trip and an ego trip who has made money off of a lot of his workers. But,
Like everybody else.
I mean, yeah, he's a billionaire. How else do you get there? Right. I mean, his parents owned a diamond mine,
Oh, really?
right, in South Africa
That explains it all.
during apartheid.
That explains it all.
So, I mean, workers' rights aren't exactly up there with him, in my opinion, allegedly.
Allegedly.
So, anyways, there was a whole team devoted around keeping Elon Musk in check while they used his fame, his PR, his money
Right.
to help get their goals forward, right? Twitter doesn't have that. Twitter is all yes men, yes women, yes people.
Right.
Who are just, they believe in the cult of Elon. Like, I drive a Tesla, but I don't do it because of Elon Musk.
So you don't like? So you don't like Elon?
I'm not a fan of him.
No.
I
don't
used
know
to.
anything about him.
I used to think the guy was a genius. I used to think he was super smart. And then I started actually realizing that these aren't his ideas. These are regurgitated facts from his engineers. And when he fired engineers and stuff, the product would go down.
Right.
And then you find out that it was because he had some ego trip.
Well, didn't he start off with a flamethrower?
The not a flamethrower. Yeah. The SpaceX, like, not a flamethrower, because he was building a flamethrower. But that's him and his whole, like, PR personality, right?
Right.
He drums up views and clicks and likes and stuff, and he throws out his personality.
Like I said, I don't know anything about.
Yeah,
Elon.
he also took away the free lunches
Yeah.
The Twitter employees was getting.
Yeah, he cut that whole like meal deal and stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah.
he wanted to fire like 80% of the company.
What was he? Yeah, he
He
spent a lot of
practically
money.
did.
He's
He
probably
fired. He laid off 50% and then let the rest of that percentage go on their own by not clicking a yes button. Like,
Yeah, crazy. Like, I'm just gonna do what I want to do.
It's weird that.
Forget labor laws and
So what's
policies.
going on with Twitter? Is Twitter active?
I mean, they're getting record hits, but I mean,
Yeah, they're still active.
I saw somebody say, put it really well, that if my house is burning down, it's like, wow, I've never had this many people on my front lawn before until my house started burning down. You know, seeing this train wreck in action, people are coming in droves to see it happen.
Right.
Right. There's been a lot more like bot and troll increases. They dropped the content filter and all of a sudden like hate speech skyrocketed. Now they say it's under control, but who knows? It's their numbers. They're
Right.
the ones pulling them.
That's pathetic.
What he also did was he reactivated a lot of people's Twitter accounts that was banned.
Oh yeah. Some of the main, a lot of people have left Twitter because of it, too. Volkswagen has pulled all advertising from Twitter.
Really?
They will not advertise on Twitter. Advertisers are the
So he's like
lifeblood of Twitter.
He's like the Kanye West of Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, with that being said, he reactivated Kanye West's account on Twitter.
And Donald Trump's, who both just had a dinner with a white supremacist.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's
All right.
that's a little backlash.
Well, they're both running for president.
Oh yeah, and that's when he told him like, I'm running against you for president, because
Kanye?
Donald Trump and
Yeah, of
Kanye
course.
have announced their
man.
their run.
All right. On that terrifying fucking fact. Jesus.
You're welcome.
Can't be no worse than any other president we had.
So
that's
summing
true.
it up, we've talked about a lot of
Everything.
shit.
A lot of shit.
Moon landings. How did you say it? Krugers.
Cougars.
Krugers.
He called her a Kruger.
No, I said Cougars.
You said Kruger.
Oh, well, hey.
Elon Musk, Tyson, fucking a lot of shit. But the main thing to take away from this,
Cadillac. Or no, Mercedes. I'm sorry.
Mercedes.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Cadillac.
Twins.
Fuck you too.
Take away from this is,
Twins.
you know, we appreciate he's going to zoom in on the.
You don't have to say it.
You can cut that out.
No, I'm not. Too much editing, too little time.
So
time.
yeah, it is Sunday. I'm
He
tired.
said it. He said
I'm tired.
fuck you.
I'm sorry guys. I'm it's been a long week. I worked 6 days. I'm sorry. But
He works for Twitter.
Yeah. 2.0.
2.0.
Yeah, you're getting fired, by the way.
Takeaway
You're done.
is merch is out. Shirts look better than
Than
that.
this.
Yeah.
It is a comfortable shirt, though.
I like
It's
it.
a very nice shirt.
It's a really nice V-neck.
How
So
much you want for that?
Mine.
Yeah.
This will never be made again.
yeah, well, yeah, that's the only
Special
mess up.
edition.
Well, I gave
Limited edition.
I gave you one. That won't be made.
Yeah, I owe you for that, though. You said I got to pay you back.
No,
So.
it's cool.
You talking about he gave me? Yeah, you gonna give you my own
Right.
shirt for our show for my own show.
Why don't
That's
you buy
fair.
your own shirt?
He doesn't get any swag for being on the show. Come on, man.
So, but yeah, merch is out. The limited time. I mean, that's like we've been talking about. So limited time's up. You have literally 24 hours after this video shows to go out and purchase one of the shirts. And then we'll drop in the holiday shirts and we'll promote them right here.
It'll be in the description as well.
Yeah, description as well. So just make sure that we're, commenting, liking, subscribing. Make sure you guys, support the channel. Subscribing is a free way to support.
Give us some feedback. We love feedback.
Love
Yep.
it. Love
Hey,
it. Love it.
We're a lot more audio friendly this week as well.
Yeah, I think
So-
so.
I mean, I'm sure people would appreciate that.
So yeah, we love you guys. Stay safe. I can't talk. Stay safe.
Stay safe. Yeah.
Stay safe.
Stay
everybody.
safe. Stay safe.
Stacy, stay safe.
Stay safe.
Kids, no drugs.
Stay safe.
Love you guys.
Don't do drugs. We'll see you next time.